I'm here with Nick from Looper Automate. How are you doing? All the way from Australia. Thank you very much for coming, and thank you very much for sponsoring the event. Firstly, I mean, for most people, they might not know what Looper Automate does, but you've done an excellent job of telling people in the break, in the sponsors area. Now tell me, what does Looper Automate do?
Yeah, thanks, Ed. So Looper Automate is an API middleware. Basically, in a nutshell, what it does is it takes relevant listings or listings from the portal and extends them off network and at scale across many different channels. So social, programmatic display, native, Google search, video, and essentially is driving both new audiences, but also extending the reach of those listings to buyers when they're in these other channels and browsing the web more broadly. On average, we spend over 100 hours online a month, and most of that time is spent on these various channels. So again, being able to engage buyers when they're offsite is obviously important to drive increased lead volume and new revenue.
Okay, so a house I might see on a portal will essentially follow me around the web for the next however long. How many days does it typically follow somebody around for on different channels?
The campaigns can vary. So some of them can be a very short, sharp 3, 5, 7 day campaigns, but most of them will run over a full month. Normally they're aligned to how long the listing is also on site. But typically it's somewhere between on average, somewhere between 7 days and 28 days normally. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So you're obviously here to talk to real estate portals because that's obviously a very relevant solution for them. I'm interested, how do they incorporate this into what they do? Is it something that they kind of sell on to their agents directly, or is it something they incorporate into the packages that they sell? How does it normally work on a product point of view?
Yeah, it's normally an upsell option. So basically they can either add it to a premium product with their on-site packages, or it's sold as an additional add-on, and basically it's a supercharge your listing type activity for extra revenue, but also greater performance. So the idea with it, of course, is to drive greater lead volume to the listing. Yeah.
Okay. Give me the sales pitch. Who are your customers? Have you got any impressive kind of case studies that you can throw at me?
Yeah, I mean, we do. I mean, and I've obviously had some up in the presentation as well. But yeah, we deal with a lot of customers through Europe, through Asia, through Africa. I mean, there's a broad range of clients, Australia, New Zealand, of course, and other markets. But yes, so performance-wise can vary, market to market. It also depends on the size of the packages, of course. But some of the ones that I've shown recently is like a 50% increase in lead volume, and in a lot of instances, it can be in some markets, 60, 70 more percent in terms of growth of lead volume. And in addition to that, it's high visibility. So, visibility might be more in the 5x type range to that listing than what it was for non-boosted listings as well. So,
okay. And for somebody who knows absolutely nothing about the tech behind this, can you explain a little bit about how it works? I know there's sort of some concern around cookies and things are changing, or at least I read that. Is that the case? And how does your product actually work? Is it dependent on cookies, or how does it work?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question. So, I mean, there has been a lot of, I guess, conjecture and then talk around, the cookieless world. I guess for us, we're also leveraging off other things like Meta's Pixel, our own audience Pixel. So there is a number of ways in terms of getting to first-party data audience, but in a lot of instances as well, we're actually going after prospecting audiences. So they're new eyeballs that haven't even gone to that site before. So bringing new audiences, not just looking at their existing audience. So it's a bit of both.
Okay. All right. Nick, thank you very much for coming all the way from Western Australia, I believe. All the way from Western Australia. Almost every conference we do, you're here. Great sponsor, lovely guy, super relevant product. Thank you again.
Thanks, Ed. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.